Hi everyone, it's Eva Pietrak here from Abundant Results Coaching, and today I'd love to share with you typical elements of mental routine or mental reprogramming that can shift your life and your results to another level. I'm naturally a very action oriented person, and I think most high achievers that I've come across are actually very action oriented. And what we think is the more I do, the more results I'm gonna get. Now, the problem is, as you may have noticed already, working hard is actually not necessarily giving more results. And sometimes it's giving more of the same and also a lot of frustration because a lot of us are programmed for working hard and for doing. Now, when we do stuff with the same mentality that we had before, we can only produce the same results, maybe 5-10% increase, but not more. So today I want to share with you some of the typical elements of mental routine or mental programming for every day that if you implement it, it's going to bring your life to another level. So the first element of my mental routine is reading out my goal and visualizing my goal. Now, if you don't know how to design your goal, you might want to have a look at chapter 2 of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and you will find clear instructions how to write out your goal. Now, Think and Grow Rich is writing the goal around finances, but your goal doesn't have to be around finances. The clear formula is actually in chapter 2 of Think and Grow Rich. Now, what I do every day, and there's no day going by without me doing this. The first thing when I wake up, well, at the beginning I used to read out that goal, read it out loud, and then I would close my eyes for a few minutes and actually visualize this goal materializing, actually visualize a situation where that goal is already my reality. So you can either read it out loud or you can have it recorded on MP3 or on your phone and listen to it and actually visualize having that goal in your reality. Now, the best times to do that is early morning once you wake up and also just before bedtime. These are the best times to reprogram your mind and plant your goal into your mindset, into your subconscious mind. The second element of my mental routine is gratitude. And I will send you a lovely video that I recorded some time ago with typical gratitude exercise. Gratitude exercise is putting me in the right vibration or the right upbeat energy for the day. When you're grateful, you cannot be angry, you cannot be upset, you cannot be doing any crazy thinking in our minds, any non-productive thinking. When you're grateful, you're in harmony with the universe. So gratitude has become part of my mental routine that actually puts me in a phenomenal attitude every single day. And I want to share this with you. Then what I do is I always work on some paradigms. And paradigms are a multitude of habits and beliefs stored in our subconscious mind, and we can actually change them through what we call paradigm shift. So I always have either a result or a habit, which is very action oriented, something that I don't do that I should be doing towards my results, or something that I'm doing that is sabotaging my result. So I'm either changing a short-term result or I'm changing an activity, a habit that I'm performing that is non-productive, or I'm changing some beliefs. And I'm always doing that. I'm always working on one or two of them every single day. And finally, I study. So I study myself, and personally I study Thinking into Results Process by Bob, and I also read a little bit of some books which are recommended by Bob. But this is my daily routine. Now, this daily routine can take you pretty much, if you're creative about it, it could take you about 1 hour in the morning and maybe half an hour in the evening. And I remember when I actually implemented this routine, it was just phenomenal in terms of how less work or less effort I had to put in order to get the same results or even better results. And also my income started multiplying as a result of that, and all my results started multiplying. So for those of you that are very action oriented, mental routine is a must. I mean, you've got to have mental routine. Now, there's some of you that are very much like into studying all the time as well. You guys have to balance with action. So it's the opposite. You've got to start taking action. But for those of you that would love to actually learn how to create effective mental routine, I have something special this week. On Thursday, I will be actually teaching you the formula for paradigm shift. Paradigm shift has been pretty much part of my day ever since I started studying with Bob Proctor. And what it helps me to do is it helps me change a habit, which is action or non-productive activity that I'm performing into a productive activity in order to achieve my results. It helps me change results, short-term results. So let's say, I don't know, maybe my sales are fluctuating, or maybe the number of people that are coming to the event or webinar. And finally, it helps me change some sort of beliefs about myself that are maybe non-productive. Paradigm shift is a must for everybody that wants to multiply, wants to increase, wants to change their circumstances. And so what I would love to do this Thursday is teach you step by step how I do paradigm shift. And I can't explain it in 5 minutes, so it's going to be 1 hour webinar, and I will send all the details under this video. So I hope you guys got some food for thought from this video. And I hope all of you have a mental routine. And if you don't, you've got to put it in. Because if you keep doing the same things over and over and over again, and maybe even you're doing more of them every day, you're going to have the same results. You've got to change the core of your results, which is your mentality. You've got to change the subconscious mind. And when you do that, everything just changes. So I hope some of you will make it to the webinar and have a fantastic week. Take care.